This is Tarot Incentives here on Sweeping Up Spirits Tarot Readings. This is an open-ended weekend reading. So if you want to ask any questions, then it's your go. As far as I'm concerned. So, yeah. Hmm. For someone who is disgruntled, that's why you've been spending some time alone. You're upset over something that occurred. I feel like you're upset because you did not get a position that you are almost overqualified for. I won't say you're specifically overqualified, but you have a lot of experience, and it's pushing close to overqualified, and so you just felt like you should get the position. You would have taken less, um, and now just to get this position, you would have taken less, and now you're having some quiet time, and it is going to lead to solution and comprehension. And it begins here because I'm going to tell you what's going on with that. The reason why you did not get this position is coming in the Nine of Coins. So money is talking somewhere. Something's going on with this Nine of Coins. And what's happening is that you used a phone number. I don't know if this was an internet phone number or a phone number to where it's your actual phone number, and someone was able to, they're in a position to be able to actually acquire your phone line. And this is a luxury that they have. That's why the Nine of Coins is coming in. And they have forwarded, at this point in time, they forwarded your calls somewhere else. And this is supposed to be about steady development of the soul for you, getting this position that you have acquired all of this information in. And this person has intruded. They've gone pretty far, and they try to use some sort of rationale, saying this and that needs to be done. Someone needs to be in contact with you, this, that, and a fifth, and that they need to watch reactions, etc. However, the case is they're really not trying to have you talk to whoever they're saying, because you don't even have a problem with this person. They're using all of this like secrecy and everything else to actually pinpoint what you're trying to do and keep you from working. So, in a sense, they were somewhat successful in doing this, because see, if they wanted to do whatever they're saying that they're doing, this is someone in, this isn't a high up position. They actually, you're in a position to where they would have all been able to meet with you in some way under your job, the guise of your job, GUISE, having a meeting with you in order to see your response about whatever it is they're trying to bring your way, however they're trying to approach you. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because it's not your fault. You don't fall short. That's not why you were unable to get this position. This is just people who, they're working with people who just don't know what they're doing. And also, they really just don't want to see you successful because let's get a deeper understanding. Well, they have had some experience where things crumbled for them and they see you as a solid personality. They want to see how you are when things crumble totally. And you're just being reclusive. You're not going to put yourself out there for them to toy with you in any other light. And that's what I'm seeing here with this tower, though. They just want to promote this experience in your life. And this is just something you should consider, because the tower is just saying, this is a breakdown of something that never fit to begin with. Fate allowed them to do this, and it's because this is going to be something that wasn't going to be a good fit anyway. Let's see why it's not going to be a good fit. And it's coming in with the moon. They were going to have people emotional. They were going to somehow promote emotionality at your job, which was going to cause some trouble, to say the least. Also, Queen of Cups and the Sun coming in. Okay. So there is joy coming in for you with the Queen of Cups anyway. So this is not something that they're going to be able to stop. Yes, it rained a little bit on your parade. And yet, excuse me, you're still going to be able to find happiness, to live in happiness, and to just drink it up, out of this cup with this Queen of Cups coming in, signifying that there is something therapeutic that you will be taking part in, even if it's alone, even if you continue, this reclusive path. You're going to have radical thought processes, radical insight, and you're going to know what others pretty much need instinctively when you do come into contact with people who truly have some deep empathy, truly are compassionate towards you. And this is going to, of course, increase your happiness levels and your mood, because that's what you want, some realness. And with the games that you've been around, you're really not in the mood for anything less than that. So just so you know, it's not anything that you did, any reason that you weren't able to get the position, because you would have been offered the position. There was some toying around going on for the most part, and that's why you were unable to get this position. Let's see what the advice is for you. All right, so the advice is coming in with the Devil. So that just shows that there is some anger going on. You may have anger that needs to be expressed. There is darkness, not only within individuals who they're kind of like being misled. These are people being misled by one other person, and then this is this person being misled by their own anger. There's, like the song goes, devil inside, devil inside. Every single one of us, the devil inside. Okay, so that's the song that's coming in. So you have this desire, this need, this urge, and this other person has this desire, need, and urge. See, they're making money and they're still not happy with their own life. they still aren't intelligent enough to do whatever it is they are under the guise of doing, or even pretend to be doing what they're supposed to be doing in their position. So that's just telling you where they're headed with what they're doing. They have absolutely a bad habit of doing things like this. This is a pattern for this person and others who are helping this person out. Some of them knowledgeably and some of them not so much. The ideas are not very wise because eventually it's going to become obvious, how this is going down. This person is indulging in their darkness. And now you're at the place where you're restraining yourself. You're not going out there for positions, you know, um, and you just are feeling your shadow self. Even though you're taking this time out, there's a very real danger of, just giving yourself wholly over to your shadow side. So just feel that anger out, work through it if at all possible, because the Four of Cups is coming in throughout these emotions, of first feeling like you failed yourself to some extent, and now, getting back up, getting getting this news coming in that, it wasn't through any fault of yours that you didn't get this position. However, there is the Fourth Cup showing stability in the world of emotions for you, that may feel like you've lost those emotions. In the recent past, or maybe even now, you may have been somewhat emotional, somewhat like you may have gone through a phase where you wanted to stalk, the position, the success that you wanted to attain. That's showing up here. What's the comfort? That there is still hope for you to do something that you really want to do. The same position, as a matter of fact. How to go about doing it if you have someone so sneaky that they mess things up. Well, the Fool is coming in here. So you have these issues where, you know, it's not, the living happily ever after stage. However, this is a journey, and just looking at it as such, that's going to be beneficial. Your personal experiences are going to be enriched, even though you may feel dogged, you may feel drained. There is some companionship that is going to be coming in for you. And I mean, it could be, something different than you may have expected, but it's still going to be a great influence. And there is adventure that is about to begin. So you do have room for optimism. You do have room to look forwards to this hopeful fresh start, which is coming in here. So the advice, while you're at this point to where you feel like you're not getting things happening the way you'd like. So it's coming in with temperance and completion. So patience through this is going to lead to a sense of completion. It was something that you have wanted, and you wondered why, and you're validated. This is a position you were meant for. This is a position that you are worthy of. No wonder you were down and out about, just downcast about not being able to do what you wanted to do and taking time off. That really was something that, these other individuals weren't too thrilled about. So things didn't go exactly their way, so to speak. And there is a fusing process of refinement that's going on through all of this. So just keep yourself grounded because you do belong where other people are trying to make you feel excluded from. You have the ability to hold these oppositional views, oppositional awarenesses with comfort. And that's why you're finding out about this clearly. You do have the ability to balance all aspects of your life, to find the baseline equilibrium and process what's going on. Although they're meaning this, as a tragedy for you, everything that you've been thinking of with this hermit energy, is purifying for yourself. The things that you were finding about yourself that you felt like, okay, was this something that was stemming from why this, why not that? Even though those are not the reasons, you're still coming to this place of completion and temperamental perfection, so to speak. There's no perfection per se. However, you are growing as you process these things. And it's all going to wind up being something that puts you in a deeper space, on a deeper level. There's the 10 of coins there. So that's where it's all leading. It's leading up to this 10 of Pentacles, which symbolizes having it all, only to realize that none of it matters, and then looking, feeling your way through the appearance of the invisible world and the gateway to new worlds, transcendence of the material world, the goods, the needs, surpassing all of that, going past that to the threshold of spiritual reality, feeling through generational turmoil towards a real sense of wealth as you accumulate so much intellectually. This is all the culmination of material works with business, with family, within the work area. For you. So this is kind of like a spiritual war for the most part. And whatever forces, whatever it takes for you to comprehend what's going on, it's all worth it. Whether some people approve of you tuning in or not, this is information that's coming through. And it's easy to just have faith. Sometimes it's harder when it doesn't make sense, when the faith doesn't make sense. Once you can get through that, yes, you can build up your faith. It's going to be built. Sometimes though, things just don't make sense. And like not a storybook like this, but this is about these internal challenges and attraction. to the things that you want, attraction also to another person. So this thing that's going on, even though you're putting your career first, you're going to break through it. You're going to feel a lot better with something that's career related. And then also, love is going to be deepening in your life if you already have it. If you don't, this is the lovers showing that someone who you're attracted to and who is likewise attracted to you is coming into your life with all of this somehow through this internal challenge coming in with the Five of Wands and the Lover's card. So just breaking it down a bit more. You know, you're coming from this place of quiet time with the hermit as you seek solutions. And then you're going to be finding these um, solutions and just your viewpoints in the way that you're looking at things. This is all leading you towards a direction of intense courtship, an affair. And for some of you who are unhappily linked for whatever reason, there are potential dangerous liaisons that are going to be occurring out of all this. Amazingly enough, I can hear someone saying, "What? How?" I can just feel that. Okay. So, again, this is coming in with these 5 candy canes here. Not so cute. I think so. Um, Symbolizing the 5 of Wands, which further signifies that yes, there is drama. Yes, there is conflict among this group of individuals who have been responsible for you not being able to move forwards and obtain that which you are capable of, that which you know is meant for you. And the clashing that they're doing, the infighting that they're doing, keeps them excited. There are more skirmishes coming through with these individuals, and there's going to be an explosion to where, you know, they rip themselves apart. They're wanting to see you in this position of tower crumbling, and yet they're ripping themselves apart as they clash. And they are still headed towards this evolution that they need to go through. So it's all meant for them to be this way because this is leading them towards evolution. They may not evolve. However, they will have the opportunity to become better and to evolve. Not like it matters to you because you just want to get through this. You know, this is just showing how things are coming together. Again, completion is coming up. Because you're going to be acing things. And that's your enemy's deepest fear, that you're going to be acing things, that things are going to come full circle, that, you know, things are going to end. They're not going to be constantly in this position to cause you stress in any way. And how are they going to be feeling about this when they've done all they can? There's the Two of Coins there. The Two of Pentacles shows how they're going to be feeling. And it just shows that there is the weighing down of combining oppositional ideas and coming up with something new, some new combination, some new way of dealing with things that they can't control, that they don't understand, that they're not happy about, and they're going to be in a position to perform up to par, to be better, to be called towards something that's going to help them to infinitely balance their own ways of thinking. They're being called to be better than how they've been. So let's see what the new potential development is that's coming in as far as career. And it is the Two of Cups. This is going to be an even better match than this last position that you were kind of sulking over. I feel like someone was sulking over this. The Two of Cups shows that you are going to have this synchronicity with your work. You're going to be around kindness. You're going to be able to put your heart and soul into what you're doing. There's partnership surrounding this position, and it is going to be your soul's reflection in a mirror of success, love, compassion. This is closing the book on this other stuff that has been going on that, has been one sided because people have had the upper hand, and yet what you want is winning out for you. Amazingly enough. And something else that fate is going to be using, because it's not against you at all, is coming in with this 8 of sticks, 8 of wands here. So this is validating what's going to be happening. This is this intention, this intense action, this purposeful action that has been set into motion already. Pure motion, momentum. And this is your goal. This is your target. You have made the gesture. And now it's about seeing what happens. As you may have toned down your breathless anticipation, with things not going a certain way. However, there is still movement towards the success that you're seeking. Messages are actually on the way, and they're coming in speedily. Your final destination may appear unknown, it may feel unknown, but this action that you've put out, it has generated what people are going to have to deal with, the consequences of trying to hold somebody back from the success they're meant to have, the enrichment of their endeavors. So before you get too upset about something that has been going on, trying to place a finger on how things could have gone astray, I hope that you allow this to encourage you beyond the discouragement, because there's more than one person going through this. This is like something that has so many different similarities with various individuals. Like, for instance, one person has this ace coming in, another person has this self-realization coming in with the 9 of wands here. And these are 2 different people experiencing this. Okay. And yet the answer is still the same. What's happening in the future is still congruent with what has come up here in the cards. Now, for the person who is the Eight of Wands, this is about intentions and actions that have been set into motion, and other people dealing with the consequences of their energy that they have been basking in. So, people who have been trying to be hurtful, they have consequences to putting out that karma, and they may be quiet, but they are pressurized. They are real and they are hurtful. This is some hurtful stuff coming in for someone who has really been foul here. And for this other person, you've been clear about what you've wanted all along. You usually cut through things and get you know, to the bottom of what you're doing because you're brilliant. And you usually head towards victory. And now that you're understanding this a little bit more, the truth of it, you are ready to ace this calling that you've had. You are ready to come out of the hermit stage and articulate your thoughts in a more grandiose way. So it's about self realization, it's about continuing to ace through things, even though there are some moments of, severe difficulty here. But you are going to be flying through this. You may have been slowed down just a tad bit, but you're going to be flying through like a butterfly or any winged species that encourages you. Meditate on the thought of that. And I wish you love, light, and the success that is magnetically coming your way.